for real.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
So, go ahead. Go on your soapbox.
Okay, yeah. So
Let's
it's like, let the TV people do the TV stuff, okay? Shakespeare, go write your Shakespeare. We're gonna do the TV. Like, just let them do their shit. So what if it's a little?
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It is I, Danny, and with me I have Nick Too Slick.
I got nothing. I was looking for an intro for a while and I couldn't find one.
Listen, it's the two of us. Sam's not here, so you had to think quickly. So as you can see, as you can hear, Sam is not here. Because she's a bitch. So, and she doesn't like romance.
Sam is preparing for the AniTube stream stuff.
Yeah. On a serious note, she is preparing for our AniTube convention that is going to be happening next weekend on June 5th and the 6th. So that should be really fun. And yeah. But today, so it's just going to be me and Nick today. Again, so let's hope that this isn't like a fuck up like we did with Baki.
No, let's hope this is a Grappler Baki episode where we both like it.
Okay. Let's see. What we don't know.
Or maybe not. It might be more fun if we argue.
If we argue today, yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But we are giving our thoughts on His and Her Circumstances, which is really interesting because being the big shoujo romance nerd that I am, I haven't seen this one, so we decided to watch it because Nick was all like, "Danny, you should watch this," and we did.
Cool story. The reason is because this one's not streaming anywhere right now on any official sites. You'll have to sail the high seas, or you could buy it. I think it's like pretty expensive.
It's on the only place that you can find it is on Amazon Prime.
It was on there, but like I don't think I could access it. Maybe I was looking in the wrong spot.
Well, you have to buy it.
Oh, you know what? It is. It's on Prime Video. $2 per episode, or $10 for the season. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you could do that, or you could buy the DVD for. Okay. Anyway. It's not that bad of a, like, if you really like it, it's like $36 for the DVD. That's not that bad.
It's not terrible, but
it's not like a $200-$300 Berserk DVD or whatever.
God, that's too much.
Or Katanagatari, where it's like it's not streaming fucking anywhere, and you can't find the DVDs, and it's just like ridiculous.
I mean, it happens. I mean, this doesn't even have a Blu-ray edition, so.
Doesn't deserve a Blu-ray. Am I right, Danny? I'm just
kidding. We'll get to that.
Well, yes, but actually no. The GIF.
Yes and no.
It's that the clay pirate guy. He's like, well, yes, but actually no.
Yeah. Well, no, but yes. Actually, I don't know. But before that, we're gonna take a short break, and I'm not going to take a poop like Sam will, but I will be going to the store. Nick, do you want something?
Yes, I'll have some water-flavored Pop-Tarts. My favorite.
Water-flavored Pop-Tarts. Got it. Okay. And yeah, we'll be right back. All right. Check that out. links.animesummit.net. And, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, also the Patreon. Thank you so much for that. And speaking of Patreon, we also have a new Patreon this week. Silas, thank you so much for contributing during these hard times.
Yes, thank you, Silas. And join the Discord.
But yeah, and Nick, you got some news a little bit.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, so this is, I know Sam had the news segment this past weekend, but it was like this is kind of like Sam recorded.
This is like right after
Sam recorded the news like right as this news broke. So Zac Bertschy from ANN has passed away, and he was with ANN for over 20 years. He helped basically build that entire website from day one. He had what was it? He had a podcast, the ANN Cast, with him and various guests. Like he had Mike Toole, Jacob Chapman, Jacob/Hope Chapman, and then also Lindsay Loveridge was the most recent host on his podcast. And I know about him because I listen to the podcast all the time, and it was a very well thought out, eloquent analysis by Zach and all the guests, and it's just like he's also a good writer. He helped with the website, like keeping everything together and keeping all the writing and the seasonal reviews going and all that. So it really sucks that he's gone. Like there's not any like official info as to why, but for now it's just very unfortunate.
It was really sudden too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just like sprang out of nowhere. I saw it on Twitter. I'm like, holy shit. This is like, it really sucks too. Cause like I love the A&M podcast. I listen to that every week. Like I'd download that the day it came out and just listen to it, and it was great.
Yeah.
And I would still recommend people go back.
He used to tweet frequently too. I used to see his tweets all the time on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, we were following him on Twitter. Like he was really good, and he's also like an advocate for just for like any marginalized community and the anime community as a whole too. So he's like a good guy. So it really sucks that he's not here anymore. So hopefully we'll learn about it. But I mean,
that sucks.
Yeah, it's just really bad news. I got nothing to say. Yep. I'm not a writer. I can't. I think on our Twitter we retweeted a couple of things from other people who knew him better.
Yeah, I believe we did do some retweets and stuff. So
I got to see him at AX 20. Well, actually, every year that I went there, I didn't.
Oh yeah.
I think I like said hello one time, but I didn't get like a photo or anything. I wish I would have, tried to have a better conversation or some question to ask or something. But even just seeing him was But
cool. I mean, you didn't know at the time, like.
Well, no, and not even because of that, but just because like. If you see somebody that you admire, then you should say hello, and
for sure,
if you can get a photo, if it's a reasonable situation, but like, or not, you don't have to. Just have some kind of conversation. But, no, it's just really unfortunate. R.I.P.
Yep.
One of the Zach, great ones.
This episode is for you. Rest in paradise, man. We're sad that you're gone, but you're in a better place now, wherever you are. So
that's not a high bar in 2020, Danny.
I know, but I mean, look at us. Yeah. Like, come on, we're in a pandemic as well. So come on. God. 2020 has been shit nowadays.
Such a bad year.
But anyway, on a lighter note, let's do the listener question of the week. So, Saint, one of our patrons, asks, if you could join any squad in anime, what would it be? And it could be from like villains to actual teams like Karasuno, or just like a normal group in an anime.
I just realized Karasuno that's Haikyuu, right? Okay.
Yes.
I was like, that's Naruto, right?
That's a sports. It's a sports team.
It doesn't have to be named a squad either. I wrote one down. Like, I'm gonna be in the Ginyu squad. I think that would be one of my picks. Because, like, dude, the Ginyu squad,
knowing you,
they got all shapes and sizes. My body type would be welcome. I'd be the little roly-poly guy.
Not only that, they have... not only that, but they have, like, their like, poses that they do. Oh, yeah,
they get a pose, too? Shit. They get, like, basically JoJo pose every day.
For sure, yeah.
Actually, no, I'd be the guy with the red thighs. What's his name?
The red thighs.
It's like, Jace Berger.
The big guy?
No, the medium. The extra medium guy.
Hold on. I gotta Google the Ginyu squad because I haven't.
Well, there's Captain Ginyu. Yeah, so there's Rakum is the big guy, Berter and Guldo.
Oh, that's right. The short guy with the orange, the white hair, the white long hair.
Yeah, Guldo's the roly-poly one who sucks. It's fucking awful.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
There's a female Ginyu? I didn't even know that. All right.
I don't know who I would be. Like, what squad?
Jace.
Honestly.
It means cheese. His name means cheese.
Oh, God.
Because all the Dragon Ball characters have some kind of food name.
Of course. I think the squad that I would probably pick would honestly be like Sakura and like Tomoyo and Lee, like Shaoran from Card Captors.
What a surprise.
Like, shut up. Come on, like trying to find the Clo cards and everything like that. That's fucking awesome.
They at least pose when they get the cards.
No, but Tomoyo always dresses up Sakura in different costumes for each card that Sakura fights and stuff. Because Tomoyo is fucking rich as hell, and she can do that.
Oh, kind of like those cute girl shows where the older sister dresses up the little girls. She bribes them with candy.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
I thought you were gonna pick Sailor Moon.
But
squad.
Sakura, I mean, yeah, Sailor Moon definitely for sure. I would be down for Sailor Moon squad.
What man squad would you be in if you had to pick one?
If I had to pick one, man, a man squad
or team or whatever.
I think it would probably be Bokuro Tani from Haikyuu. That's one of the volleyball teams.
Still not surprised.
Shut up. It's the only like all male team that I could think of. Either that or I'd be with Baki.
Oh
in
yeah,
that squad.
Danny, you'd be the giant, huge guy with the tattoo on your back.
Oh, gee, thanks.
You just have you're just indestructible.
Just because I have tattoos, right? That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Of course.
I would be Baki, of course, because I'm the main character. So,
I mean, wait, how tall are you, though?
Tall enough. So
then you have to be the guy with the tattoo on his back. And I should be Baki because I'm short as hell.
No, Danny, because you want to be tall. That's your avatar. That's like your mecha. You're basically just piloting him, like Glepnir.
Okay, fine. Whatever. But, yeah, that's a good question. I actually really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I would be in the Sailor squad, I think, if it was all chicks. I'd be Usagi, I think.
So you'd be the leader?
I'm always the main character. I'm the opposite of Sam. I'm a basic vanilla bitch. That's my favorite flavor.
Honestly,
I don't care.
I would probably peg you for Chibiusa.
Oh yeah, with the little gun. We have her emoji on our Discord.
Yeah, she's the smug.
No, it's scum.
So. Oh yeah, scum. That's right. Scum. That's like a good emoji for that. I use that one a lot.
Almost as good as People Smoke.
People Smoke. We got to find something better. Got to find something better than People Smoke. But yeah, thanks Saint for that question. Yeah. Well, we'll find
Oh no,
one.
that's not true. There's the lolly dance that we just got.
Oh gosh.
So good. From the Nyanners video.
Yeah, I saw that.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
I can't. You keep stealing emojis. It's not
good.
No,
I think Wormy made that one. Shout out to Wormy.
Oh, Wormy made it? Okay, well then that's all right. So, but anyway, all right, let's get on with our topic of the hour. So let's start with Waifu and Husbando. And Waifu is Yukino Miyazawa, who is the main protagonist of His and Her Circumstances. And Husbando is her I can't speak today.
Wow, Danny.
God damn it. Fuck.
Pronouns, Danny. Pronouns. How dare you?
Oh God. Husbando is Shuricho Arima. So, who is the boyfriend?
These are the only choices. That's literally what the whole show is about.
Yeah. But they're cool. I mean, I like Yukino. I like her as a character.
She's hilarious.
So, I love her. I love her to death. Arima, I mean, I actually like his backstory. Or his
they're both good.
Or his backflash.
His backflashes.
His backflash.
He's cooking bacon and he suddenly has a backflash. Some bacon grease lands on his back.
But yeah. Yeah, his and her circumstances. So let's get on. The original source was a manga. It was 21 volumes and 108 chapters.
Oh, we should say what year it came out too. This was 1998.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
it was around
the show. The show aired in 1998 and it ended in 1999.
Yeah.
So, but the original source was a manga, and it published in December 1995 to May 2005, and it was serialization was Lala, which is a really big popular shoujo magazine. It had Ouran High School. I can't think of anything else aside from Ouran because that was the first thing that I saw.
What about Fruits Basket?
I don't think Fruits Basket was on there. Not that I saw. I only scrolled through a little bit of what they published. So.
Well, it's not out now, so fuck them.
Wow. Oh, here we go. Okay, so they published Maid Sama, Vampire Knight, Last Game, and those are the only ones that I'm familiar with. Yeah, pretty much it's others that I don't know. But anyway, and the studio was Studio Gainax and JC Staff.
This looks like a JC Staff / Gainax show. It really does. It kind of looks like Utena a little bit with like a little Gainax flair.
It's just a little Gainax flavor mixed in with it, some spice. And the director was
some guy, doesn't matter.
Some guy. I mean, we don't care. He's irrelevant. Hideaki Anno.
Yeah, he was. Well, this is where we're gonna get into it later. He was the main director, and then later in the show, he left the project.
Yeah, there was a co-director.
I mean, we might as well just get into that now. So the mangaka Masami Suda, she and Anno and Gainax and all them, she got into creative dispute with them over like the content of the show because she wanted it to be more of like a balance between the romance and the comedy, and whereas Gainax, like Anno and Surumaki and all them, and I think Hiroyuki Imaishi was in this too. They wanted to emphasize the comedy, and they had like their own directing style too. Like they would add in symbolism and repeated images and all that stuff. And so she was upset with that because they weren't sticking closely enough to her version of the manga.
I mean, I don't blame her though.
I do.
Like,
I have a hot take on this.
I
have a hot take. Fuck mangakas, dude. They don't know shit.
Says the guy who barely reads any.
Yeah,
manga,
and I wonder
so
why,
fuck you.
Danny. No, I'm just kidding. No, but for real.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
You.
So
go ahead. Go on your soapbox.
Yeah. So
Let's
it's like,
go.
so let the TV people do the TV stuff, okay? Shakespeare, go write your Shakespeare. We're gonna do the TV. Like, just let them do their shit. So what if it's a little different? Good. That's another reason for other people to pick up the manga. They'd be like, oh, I want a little different flavor to this. But no, she had to have a dispute. Anno left, like after episode. I think he left after like episode 16.
No, it
18?
was. I think it was after episode 18.
Well,
because episode 18,
I think he like transitioned
honestly,
it away.
Was the best episode
18
ever.
18 was like the actual finale of the show. You can just watch the show and fucking skip everything after 18, and it's a great show.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Aside from what was it? Episode, I think it was between episode 14 and
there was a recap, 30, but
maybe 20, maybe like 20 minutes into 15, there was like a recap.
It wasn't 20. It was like halfway.
Which was completely
It was
useless.
1.5 episode recap. I'm guessing
that's right.
That might have been when
like,
they were having the dispute, and they're like, "Fuck,
in.
we got to put something out there this week."
It was so.
And they also had
like
really short Kill la Kill recaps for every episode, which is fine actually. I didn't mind that because it was like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind the short, like maybe 5 to 10 seconds of recap for in the beginning of the episode. But once like episode 14 came in and all they were doing was just a recap from episode 1 till what was it?
Wherever they were at, yeah.
Wherever they left off. And it's like, why the fuck do I need this?
Well, that's the meme, though. Like, all the shows in the 90s and way back then had recaps. And even they have them nowadays, too. If there's any kind of delay in production, and they're like, well, we got to put something out. Here's a recap.
At least it's tasteful. But this wasn't, to me, those recap episodes were not tasteful. Dude,
no recaps are good. They all fucking suck.
It was so stupid.
Except for Kill la Kill. That is a fun one because it was before the credits. Oh, no. Recreators had kind of a funny recap. But anyway. So yeah, they had their creative differences, and then also on top of that, Kazuya Tsurumaki, he directed Fooly Cooly, and that was kind of going on at the same time as Karikano. So like, they ended up pushing Karikano ahead of that. Supposedly, that's the rumor anyway, was that there was conflicting production schedules. So like, Ano took over there, and he was doing Fooly Cooly, and then he took over this, and then it was kind of a shit show. And I think Imaishi directed episode 19 with like the fucking cardboard cutouts. He's so crazy.
I mean, that was kind of clever in a way. I did like the cardboard cutouts, but they weren't really necessary. After episode 19, the animation just went downhill. I'm like,
yeah,
they are fucking lazy right now.
Well, it's the classic Gainax. It's like, it's a meme. Gainax is actually a meme because just have a fucking train wreck ending.
Yeah, and this was a train wreck ending.
Even though, because, everything Ano has ever done has had, well, not everything, but almost everything has had, like, some kind of weird, bombastic ending that either was like a train wreck or looked kind of like a train wreck, but wasn't. So, this is no exception. This is probably, like, the ultimate train wreck that Ano did, because he, like, literally left.
It was trash.
This one and Nadia were a little bit similar in that way.
Absolute trash.
But,
I can't stand it.
Just ignore the ending. Fuck it. All right? That's not even the ending. 18 is the ending.
18 is the true ending, for sure.
And fuck the mangaka. She doesn't know shit.
Shut up. She
was riding their coattails. They have
it.
more talent in their little finger than she has in her whole body.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Same thing as Sailor Moon. Hot take.
We're going to be yelling a lot
there, I said
today.
It. Sailor Moon was a mediocre manga. Take that. All right.
Well, I never really read Sailor Moon, so I can't really defend that.
I'm just saying that because
anyone in the Discord who has read Sailor Moon, defend
no, I'm sure the manga's
Moon.
fine. Sailor Moon Crystal though was pretty mediocre.
Oh, Sailor Moon Crystal was
and
terrible.
not just because of the animation, but because like, anyway, dude, you need that extra comedy shit. You need the extra stuff in your show. You need the little extra pizzazz.
Okay, but listen, I understand that. Like, I understand that you need that extra like oomph and that and the comedy in this anime was pretty good, but I can definitely understand where she was coming from, because for example, like, look at Fruits Basket. Studio Dean pretty much did whatever they want, and the author of Fruits Basket, when they decided to redo and tell the whole story of Fruits Basket, she told them, like, I don't want you to do what Studio Dean did. This is how I want you to do it, and that
had a rebuild. They got to rebuild his. They don't even have to rebuild his and her circumstances. What they should do is just expunge the last like 7 episodes or 6 episodes. 19 was okay. That was like an interesting one, but
I don't know. I wouldn't mind having a reboot of his and her circumstances.
They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it better though. That's the thing.
I mean, I don't know. You may never know. I mean, Fruits Basket, it looks pretty damn good, and I love it. I love the animation, and I love the character design and everything like that. I think it would be a nice refresher for them to do a reboot.
I don't think so.
Kurikano.
They don't got it like Gainax had it. So there.
Well, JC Staff can do it. At least JC Staff like had some partial credit for this.
JC Staff, like how they did One Punch Man season 2. Get lawyered, Danny.
Well, I haven't seen season 2 of One Punch Man, so I can't say.
Don't. Just watch season 1 and then just pretend it doesn't. That's like going from Avatar: The Last Airbender to Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know what I'm saying?
You mean the movie?
Yeah. It's like going from the cartoon to the movie. That's basically the difference.
Well, anyway, we've been on our soapbox for quite a while, and we haven't even given a synopsis.
Fuck the synopsis. It's a romance. What more do you need to... Boy likes girl.
Oh, God.
Boy did something girl. I don't know. I'll have what she's having.
I'll have what she's having. Oh, man.
Bada bing, bada boom.
But... okay, Mr. Italian over here.
Yeah, Danny's the one from New Jersey.
Brooklyn. I'll have some water.
and a how do you guys say bagel? Is it bagel or bagel?
Bagel and coffee.
Nobody says bagel.
I
Maybe
don't say
California.
bagel. What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
I think California
Fucking
says
weirdos.
that. Well, they are from California, and people are weird there. So,
if you want to be weird,
but yeah,
join our Patreon from California.
You'll get a $500 tree or tier.
Yeah, the California tier.
The California tier, special edition. Hear Nick rant about California.
There's a lot of hobos.
Along with his bathwater. All right, anyway, brief synopsis. Yukino Miyazawa is envied by her classmates for her good grades and her immaculate appearance. She's always been the best at everything and always tries to look perfect. However, when Yukino goes to high school, she's finally upstaged by Arima, a handsome, athletic, smart, and instantly snatches the attention of the class. By accident, Arima finds out that Yukino's perfect appearance is all an act. And this starts off a series of events that leads to Yukino and Arima's relationship, and they ended up falling in love. And they start a romantic relationship with one another. And then they have to cope with a lot of obstacos.
It's like every rom-com. There's always that. Well, except for My Love Story. There's no obstacles in that one, but...
Listen, the ending had an obstacle. Okay?
There was no obstacles in that show.
There was the bakery rival and everything. Listen, I watched the last episode today so that I can defend it.
Speaking of bad endings, and read the manga cliffhangers.
Listen, My Love Story did not have a bad ending.
It wasn't any better than this. There you go. I mean, they didn't have the popsicle sticks, but you know.
Listen, okay. My Love Story had a way better ending, and it was way more satisfying, and it did not cut off like this one did. All right? Episode 25 was about Yukino's sisters, which, by the way, didn't really need to be there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I already said the last, 6 episodes don't need to exist.
So you can't say that His and Her Circumstances had a better ending, and fucking... My Love Story did not have.
No, I said they both had bad endings.
Either. My Love Story did not have a bad ending. It was
mediocre at best.
You are wrong.
Mediocre at best.
You are wrong. Fuck you. Okay.
Then again, how do you even end a romance series?
You.
What is the ending? They lived happily ever after. All right, that's fun.
I mean, that's
actually,
the whole
yeah,
point.
that's kind of an ending.
What do you want to happen?
Something sad.
Them breaking up?
Danny, if they're not playing Vivaldi at the end, I'm pissed.
Oh, God.
Shout out to A Portrait of Nikki on Fire, my Discord name.
Jesus. Oh, God. I can't.
Dude, that movie, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, great movie. That's how you do a romance right there. Plus, it's 2 chicks.
Oh, boy.
What were we talking about?
Anyway, all right.
What anime is this?
His and Her Circumstances.
Oh, the other name for this is Karikano. A lot of people just call it Karikano or Karashi Kanojo no Jiju. But we don't have the Psalm voice for that.
We don't have the Psalm Japanese voice for this.
I can't do it.
We should have Sam just do a small recording of the title and put it somewhere.
Yeah, Sam, add the at the end. Make like the delinquent sound.
You're welcome. All right, back to the episode.
But anyway, yeah. Okay, so what are our thoughts, Nick? What are our thoughts? What
pretty
did you
good.
think of the themes and
good
the characters?
Show. I like it.
Wow.
So
how mediocre of you.
So like this is a great romance show. This is one of the best anime romance, especially for TV, that you're gonna find. I'm not including any of the last 6 episodes. I'm just saying that this is gonna be my review does not include
up to
those.
Episode 18.
Yeah, my review.
Okay.
And 19 was kind of funny. That would be like a little OVA at the end or something. But
yeah.
Yeah, so like those first, big chunk of episodes with Anno and everybody mostly on board, those were good. And the show is really good at getting inside the characters' heads and dealing with their identity and their personas.
Yeah, especially Arima's character for sure.
Yeah, he's got a lot of
he has a lot of demons.
He's got a lot of demons with his family because his actual parents were bad people, or his dad was
they were dipshits.
The question is, I don't even know if they were actually that bad. His family is just a bunch of snobs, so maybe they weren't even that bad, and the family disowned them anyway. But actually, I think they were because he had a flashback of him getting hit.
No,
so it's
they actually, they had flashbacks of Arima getting hit. Not only that, but during the summertime when Arima came back from his kendo training, him and his foster parents all went to the Arima estate. And when Arima, I think, went to the bathroom or something, the entire family was bad mouthing Arima and telling his foster parents how could you fucking adopt this child?
Yeah. The parents in the show are really both sets of parents are great.
Yeah. Oh my god, Yukino's dad. Oh
yeah, her dad is hilarious. He has a great bottle episode too, or his flashback.
Yeah. Yukino's parents, that was a really nice episode too, where you find out how Yukino's parents fell in love and everything like that too. And honestly, I thought Yukino's dad was just a fucking,
he's a kid. He's a giant kid.
Literally, from what Yukino calls him, he's the big kid brother. But after their little arc. Episode between
it was in the midway point somewhere 16 or something.
Yeah, it was. I didn't look at him the same. I just felt like he was such a good dad, and along with Yukino's mom as well.
Yeah, she's the RR mom. She's kind of like Alicia from Aria a little bit. She's like, oh my, everything is great.
Always smiling. but yeah, no, that episode was really great.
The when they fall in love, it's great because both their families are polar opposites pretty much. Where Yukino, she has a boisterous, rambunctious family, and there's always a lot of noise. But at the same time, they're very tight knit. And then Arima, for him, it feels really cold, even though his aunt and uncle they actually really care about him and they love him, but they're not they're not loud and fun.
It's very more. It's Arima's family. When you see frames of when they go from Yukino's household where it's loud and crazy and Yukino is yelling at her dad, to another frame where Arima is just sitting at the dinner table quietly with his parents and stuff. So. Well, but not only that, but the Arima family is so well respected because
they own hospitals.
The Arima family, they own a lot of hospitals. So a long line of doctors and
they're a bunch of pricks.
I think except for Arima's
except for the foster parents, they're great.
Were really nice.
But so he has a chip on his shoulder the whole show, because he feels like he doesn't want to let his tainted blood influence him into being bad like his parents, or his extended family. So he he ends up just like obsessively trying to be the best at every single thing he does, and he pretty much kind of is. So,
yeah.
But and then he's a little bit uptight too, and Yukino she's more of like a loose cannon slightly, except she has the mask on in the first few episodes of the series, especially where she's like this little Miss Perfect. She's like Umaru from Himauto Umaru-chan, except
yeah. But then you find out like that her facade, like her perfect image and everything, is just a scam. Like it's an egocentric charade that she has in order to because she just loves to be praised. Like she's always been like that ever since she was little, and when you see her home, she's just like a fucking slob, and like she's wearing like a tracksuit,
smoking fake.
She wears like
fake cigarettes made out of chocolate.
A candy cigarette. Yeah.
She does like these like old lady impersonations sometimes. It's just really funny.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
It's really funny because like her sisters like help her deal with her problems, and they understand it better than she does.
Yeah.
And at one point, there's this exchange that's like, "Whoa, that was way deep for what how old they are." but they like acknowledge it too. They're like, "Wow, that was better than I thought it was gonna be."
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great because like she's perfect at school, and then she gets home and she's like wacky, and then Arima one time shows up because he likes her early on, and she's like annoyed by him.
Yeah, because Arima confesses. Yeah, I think it was like really early on. Like I think it was like episode 3 or 4 or something. And Arima confessed his love to Yukino, saying like, I have feelings for you, and like she turned him down, and then he like stopped by at her house because they mentioned about like a CD or something like that. And she thought it was her sisters because they were going out to go see a movie, and Yukino told them to like bring an umbrella, and she opened the door with her slobby ass attire and drop kicks him. Like
she like leaps into his chest with her like that's like one of the most iconic scenes. She's like, yeah, just
absolutely.
Like jumps into him.
Yeah. Best scene ever. And it's just like it's a pause, major pause, because she's like, oh fuck.
They even changed the animation too. She basically is Umaru. Like she is like a smaller character.
Yeah. Oh man, it was great. And like even Arima said it to Yukino, like, my image of you has been tainted.
Yeah. But that makes him like her more because she's unique and she has like a lot of energy.
Right. Yeah. But also Yukino even noticed that Arima isn't all that perfect either. So, and that's what I like about and I feel like this show has a really strong first 3 to 4 episodes because they both don't back down, and they both like give each other shit because they know that each other like they know that both of them are like fakes really, and they're only putting up a persona just to impress other people.
Yeah. This reminds me of Nisei Monogatari with like Kaiki, and it's like the fake is as good as the real thing or better than the real thing. I forgot how they did it, but if you like this type of topic, then definitely watch Monogatari. In fact, watch Monogatari anyway, except for Danny, because there's no dub and they talk really fast.
I mean, I might.
It gets easier after. It gets easier after Baki Monogatari. It's a lot easier after that.
I might suck it up and watch it.
It's not as bad as Tatami Galaxy. It's like.
Oh, I hate Tatami Galaxy.
It's like 8 out of 10 Tatami Galaxy speed. It's pretty close though.
Sheesh. Oh yeah, by the way, this dub is terrible.
Oh yeah, don't watch. Fuck the dub.
If you want,
like
if you want to hear Ash,
dub.
literally the entire cast of Pokemon, is the cast for the dub. So if you want to hear Ash Ketchum as Yukino, by all means, go right ahead. But don't watch it. It's terrible. Guys, what? Oh my god, it was so bad. That's
coming from Danny too. That's how you know it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know. When I say a dub is bad, holy shit.
The Japanese voice actors are really good though. Atsuko Inamoto.
Oh, they were great.
Yukino. She was the best one because she had like this really high pitched voice. It was like Asobi Asabasi level.
It fit the character so. it fit the character so well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, those first 4 episodes really, really strong for
those were like perfect
for the
because
show.
like it was funny and then also very serious and psychological. You'd have like these these directed scenes where the characters would they'd kind of like disappear into like a big like background, and they do all this crazy like Evangelion type shit, like Hideaki Anno would just go. He just had a lot of fun with that. So it was great.
Episode 8 I really liked as well, because this show also didn't really focus on just one main protagonist. Like typical shoujo, they usually just focus on one character and follow their like love story and everything like that, and like their relationship with their love interests of the show. This show went back and forth between Yukino and Arima. And episode 8 was actually one where they focused on on Arima's realization on how much he really loved Yukino. And also he kind of opened up to Yukino about like how, his parents weren't, like his current parents weren't really his biological parents and stuff. So, and he really opened up to Yukino as well. And that's also when Yukino really realized that she had strong feelings for Arima.
Yeah, because at first
really
he was
great.
her rival, like in the first few episodes, because he would get number 1 in the class and she was number 2. So, obviously in Japan they post your grades like with your name and everything just right there. It's like everyone knows exactly what you scored.
Everyone sees how you did. So if you did shitty, well, you
in some ways,
everyone
it
knows.
Makes some sense, but it's like, I guess, I don't know. I think the only way to do that well is like, okay, just post the top like 10% of everybody, and then everyone else is anonymous. I think that might be better.
Yeah.
But anyway, they kind of want to, in Japan, there's like a big shame culture there, so you're shamed into getting better grades, maybe, unless you jump off a building. But anyway.
Please, oh God, so dark. God damn it, Nick.
That's why they have fences. Okay, you can't jump off.
Yeah.
Dude, this show is great. Like even the first few episodes, like everything felt like a finale with the music and like the way it was all swelling up, and you had like the string
silhouette
instruments
of the music was really great.
I think there's one of my favorite track is the Yume Kame E. I forgot the name of it, but anyway, we'll play it in the episode.
You posted it up on our Discord.
It's kind of like an Epiphany soundtrack.
Yeah.
And they were doing that shit in like episode 4. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. It's like, wow, so fast. What else? Oh, that one episode where like they were doing the final exams again, and Yukino, this was when like they actually became boyfriend and girlfriend and stuff, and apparently they like made a pact where they weren't going to do well on the exams.
Oh yeah, or no, they weren't going to study extra or something.
Yeah, they weren't going to study too hard. But then Arima ended up getting like 3rd place, and Yukino got like, I think it was like 20, like
no, she got 13th, and he got like 4th or something. They were still like really good scores.
And she was so pissed at that though. She's all like, I thought you weren't going to study. And Arima was like, I can't help it. And then the teacher like called them.
Oh, this was a good episode.
Yeah, the teacher came up to them told them to come to the faculty room and was all like, you two are like the top model students, and and you did so well last time on the exams, but now like this time, like what the hell happened? And then they found out that they were in a relationship. Like the teacher found out that they were romantically involved. And he even tried to persuade them, like, you focus on your studies now, and then you can deal with having a relationship with each other once you graduate high
yeah,
school.
And
they were all like, fuck that. Like, we're not doing that. Well, it's one of those things,
like, on the surface it makes sense, but then, like, realistically, you only live once, right? So, like, I mean, you can just, strike a happy medium. Maybe you won't be number one, but you can do pretty good. But, like, they defied him.
They even called they even called their parents in for, like, a parent-teacher conference. Yeah. And even Yukino's dad, okay, the fucking goofball with a serious fucking face says, I have faith in my daughter. I know what she's capable of. I see her every day at home studying. So, like, if she wants to date this boy, go, like...
Yeah, and Arima's dad was like...
You only live
Arima's
once.
dad said the same thing. He's like, Arima's been perfect his whole life, and if he's going to make a mistake now, we'll consider ourselves lucky or whatever. And I was like, holy shit, dude, they're, like, defending him.
Yeah. And
I thought the parents were going to tell him to study.
Even the teacher was all like... Yeah, I thought that too. But then all of a sudden, like,
it's a romance.
They gave you like a curveball and stuff.
Well, and the other thing too is like
awesome.
The teacher was really well acted. Like, you kind of empathize with him because he wanted the students to do well. But then, if you think about it, like, he wanted them to make himself look good in a way, but at the same time, he seemed like a good guy too. So it's kind of a tricky situation. There's not like one right answer, but. They had a really good line where it's like, 1 day in high school is worth more than 1 month in adulthood, or something like that. Which isn't exact. I mean, it's more precious than that.
It's not word for word. But but it's along the lines.
And I'm like, I agree with the sentiment of that to some extent, where it's like you gotta live in the moment sometimes. You gotta. You can't only plan for the future, otherwise you're suddenly you're old. It's like nothing. You haven't done anything, so you got to live. But then
they also
at the end they do tell their teacher that they will study better and.
I mean, even before the parent-teacher conference, like they even told the teacher, like, we're sorry, we'll study better and all that kind of stuff. I mean, they were anyway, like. They just like had this pact that they weren't going to study that hard. So
yeah, it's Yukino's only superpower. She's good at studying.
Yeah, and well, honestly, so okay, that's a good segue. So this show also like focuses on like I can't put a good word to it, but like skills. And,
her friends.
Yukino, like all her friends that she makes along the way, have like these unique skills, and like I think one of them is like a fucking like like a writer. Yeah, one of them is. Another one is really good at volleyball,
sports writing, and then you have the spoiled brat Tsubasa.
Oh God, fucking Tsubasa! I hated her.
She was kind of funny actually, but. Yeah.
She was funny in the beginning. Okay,
at the end, like the last 7 episodes of but
when Tsubasa finally had her arc between her parents, between her dad typically, and because her dad was gonna get remarried and she wasn't like all about that, so she was like, I'm gonna run away from home. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and she's like, put me up. She latches on to Yukino. She literally just grasps onto her and like won't let go.
Yeah, so like after the whole where Tsubasa kind of like gave up on her rivalry with Yukino, because Tsubasa in the beginning had feelings for Arima, and she was all like to Yukino, like, you're not good enough for Arima. I liked him first. So
another rivalry.
Like after all that happens, and then again after her little episode moment with her dad and like meeting her stepbrother and all that kind of stuff, her character just went downhill, and she did not say a fucking word throughout the rest of the show.
Well, yeah, the very end of the show was bad, like we said. The last 6 episodes.
I don't even.
In the last 6 episodes, all she did was eat. It was like, what is it?
All she did was eat and fucking sat on Yukino's lap. That's it. And.
This is why the manga sucks. Fuck the manga, okay?
Listen, I bet you the fucking manga is 10 times better. Okay?
No.
And I'm going to read that shit because I need to know what happens.
I bet it's mediocre.
Listen, it has an 8.2 score on
8.2 simps out of 10.
No.
That didn't even make sense, but just pretend it does.
No, it does not. It does not make a lick of sense. But another character I actually really enjoyed was
their guy friend.
Hideaki. The guy friend.
No, his name isn't
hilarious.
Hideaki. His name's Asaba or Asabine.
Asaba Hideaki.
No, they never call him
Asaba.
Hideaki. They call him by their last names.
Yes, Arima calls him Hideaki.
They only call him by their last names.
They did call him Hideaki.
He's Asaba. That's what they call him. He's like this.
Whatever. Anyway,
he basically, what was it? He's like a cool tall dude with an earring.
he was a womanizer.
Yeah, he's a womanizer.
Pretty much. He was a perverted womanizer, and his character was great. And he kind of has like this brotherly, not like brotherly love, but like a bromance with Arima.
Yeah, he's always joking around.
And honestly, I love it when Arima gets pissed at him. It's great. It's so great. Even when Arima was away from his training camp and stuff, and Asaba comes to Yukino's house to visit, and the sisters like cling to him and everything.
Oh yeah, he makes friends with the sisters.
Dad is like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And Yukino's all like, "Oh, he's gonna take us to the beach." And her dad is all like, "Fuck that! You're not going to the beach with him. He's too good looking."
They do the same thing when they first meet Arima in a different episode. They're like, "Oh boy, a man in our house, not for my daughter," and he's like pouncing around the house. And then like they see Arima and they're like, they all bow. And they're like, "Please take care of our daughter."
Oh, that part was great when he first came to the house.
The animation in these early episodes is really funny too. Like they do it's like Studio Trigger kind of. Because Imaishi was helping. I assume he had some influence there. Just like making it all wacky. They even had like a dog like Kill la Kill. Just like fucking Pero dog.
Dude, when Yukino took Pero for a walk and she was sitting on the grassy hill and fucking the dog is just rolling off screen onto screen. It was so funny. I loved it. Oh, it was great. Oh, man. Good show. Good from episode 1 till 18. That's it.
10 out of 10 from those points, and then don't watch it after that.
I wouldn't say
whatever,
10.
Close.
Okay, no. I wouldn't say 10 out of 10.
Close enough. Whatever. It had a recap.
So.
Ignore the recap episode also.
Oh, God.
Recaps don't even count. Like I don't even officially count those for anything. So, whatever. So really it's like 17 episodes worth or 16 and a half episodes.
Yeah. But I really, episode 18 was the climax of the entire show.
Yeah, spoilers.
You know, with the whole, abuse with Arima. I just loved how Arima had such a dark past. And man, I mean, even in the later episodes, I think it was like episode 23 or something like that when fucking when Gainax got lazy and just started using panels from the manga to tell the story and everything.
Yeah, but not as cool as Fooly Cooly, where they animated the manga.
Well, that's like 10 times
that's harder than
what
animation.
they did with this. So, I mean, there's a right time to use the manga for like animation wise, and His and Her Circumstances was so wrong.
Well, yeah, because their production was so fucked up. Because they like Ano, he either left or he just like sat in the background for the last quarter of the show.
He got petty.
No, the mangaka has no taste. She doesn't appreciate. She probably never even saw Evangelion or Nadia.
Listen, her manga, His and Her Circumstances, the manga, was the most popular shoujo manga ever in Japan. So you can't say that she was in the wrong.
I can and I will.
You can't say that.
I will say it.
Well, boys and girls, here's the difference
we got to have a
Nick.
vote. Who's better, Hideaki Anno or this lady? I think we know the answer.
The late. Fuck you. But yeah, no, even with like the whole jealousy because Yukino was becoming more friendly with that new transfer student. So, and Arima started to get jealous of him and everything. And I would have loved to see some animation between that. And even after the 26th episode where it like abruptly ended, like I would have liked to at least seen Yukino and Arima have like a fight over like Arima's jealousy. That would have been like some serious
I don't know why he was still getting all jealous at the end too. Like they kind of fucked up his character a little bit at the end. Why was he still jealous? Like him and Yukino had like an ultimate super strong connection. Like there's nothing to be jealous of.
Regardless of that, like just because you have a really strong connection doesn't mean that, you know, Yukino can be taken away from somebody.
Yeah, I know, but it's like in the way that the show did it, like they just finally had sex in episode 18. Spoilers.
I love that scene when when they were in the rain and Arima was all like, you know, we could go to my house, it's closer, but I have to warn you, there's no one home. No one's coming home tonight. Oh my god, that was so good. Oh, sorry, fangirling.
I like when he's
now.
Like, I'll stop now, but I will make love to you later. At some point.
It was so tasteful.
I know.
Oh man, at least he was fucking honest about it. Oh, that was so good.
I'm just mad they didn't show it, man. Come on.
Oh, it's not a hentai, okay?
That would have been so bad if they did that.
Oh, man. But what was I saying?
It was light and fluffy, and she was in the bath at the end, and she's like, yes! And he's all embarrassed.
Oh, it was so good, though. And then, at the end of that episode, like, when, like, his shadowy demon, like, was all like, oh, you're happy now? Well, guess what? I'm coming in here, bitch!
Yep. That's how it goes.
I just wish. Oh, god damn it! I fucking hate after episode 18. God damn it! It makes me so mad.
Just ignore it. Danny.
I can't ignore it. I have to watch.
Operation
I have to read the manga
Unthink.
now. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not you. Okay. Like, I can't do that. I need my satisfaction. I need my satisfied
you're such a
ending.
fucking glass reflection simp.
Whatever. At least I like good stories, okay?
Paramount.
I like good stories.
I actually love his videos, by the way. Please guest on our podcast.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Arcada, Glass Reflection. You've seen him.
Oh.
Anyway.
Have I? I don't know.
He always says the ending is paramount.
Okay.
And like, I'd be like, yeah, well, everything is paramount. Like, everything matters. Well, that's like his saying. That's what he says. Anyway. Everybody subscribe to Glass Reflection. There you go.
Stop it.
That's a YouTube channel. It's not a podcast, Danny. They don't compete.
All right. So what's our final thoughts?
Great fucking show. One of the best anime romances, like I said in the beginning. It really delves into the character's psyche. You get some great directing, pretty good soundtrack, especially that one track that they play in dramatic moments.
I loved, side note on the soundtrack, but their ending theme, I loved their ending theme.
And the ending theme is actually the same as it's the same as like the dramatic song, but with words, basically. Yeah.
And they also actually, they kind of take how like Fulukuli does their ending. Like
the live action scooter.
With the live action scooter and everything. Well, it's a moped really, not a scooter.
Close enough.
But they, throughout the whole entire show, they go to like different scenes. So like I think like the first 4 episodes, they shoot different hallways of a school, and then one other scene they were like at a beach or something like that, and then like another one they were going upstairs or something. So, but I liked the ending. The opening theme could have been better.
It was catchy.
It is catchy, but definitely could have been better.
Let's just say it doesn't have 20 million views like Cruel Angel's Thesis.
Oh. Yeah. Well, this show doesn't even have a Blu-ray, so it's
lost to the sands of time because the fucking mangaka has terrible shit taste.
I'm gonna fly over there and slap you with a fucking fish.
Good, do it. I said what I said.
And I'm gonna slap you. Actually, no, scratch that. I'm gonna call up Sam, tell her to drive over to your house and slap you with a big salmon.
All right.
I don't say it every week. God damn it.
Whatever. So
what do we score?
This is kind of tough. Okay, if I'm not I guess I technically included the last episode, so I'm gonna give it like an F. So like you got to think to yourself like, what is more important, the highs or the lows, and can you ignore the lows at all? And I would say you can ignore the lows because it's just a bunch of shit at the end of the show. It doesn't matter. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
That's right. 9 out of 10. Nick gave Nick 9.
So is that? Are you saying that as like without those last 6 episodes?
I'm including it all in there. Fuck it. I'll include those all, and like those are worth -1 point, basically.
Okay. For me as a whole, I give it a 7.
Oh, typical Danny. Underrating the show.
What the hell? Listen, at least I didn't give it a 9 like I normally do.
Yeah. Wait, you give everything like an 8.
If you look at my mail, everything is a 9 for me.
You're like Curry-sama from our Discord. He gives everything a 10. I was like, oh, I like that show. That's a 10.
At least I really thought about it, you know? Like,
because you hated those last... what if the last episodes weren't there? Pretend they're not there.
Okay, if the last episodes were not there, then it definitely would be a 9, for sure.
There you go. It's a 9. We both gave it a 9. So I'm right down a 9.
No, but it's not a 9 for me because of those last 6 episodes. Or 7. I don't know how long it was.
Fuck them.
After episode 19.
Because like before that, it had such high highs. Like it's everything you want in a romance. And like this is one of the shows that actually overcomes the genre where it's like, I don't really even like romance genre, especially if it's just romance. But like this one is so good because the characters are really rounded and funny and dynamic that like it doesn't matter. It's just that well made. So yeah,
also it's Hideaki Anno.
Yeah, I got to simp for him a little bit.
You stickler.
We're gonna watch Nadia later, okay? It's the 30th anniversary of that. That's right. We're watching that later.
All right.
And you're gonna get mad all over again at some random part of Nadia.
Oh, God damn it. Oh. Well, if you want another episode of me and Nick just rambling and me yelling at him, there we go. So, but, yeah, so those are our thoughts. And I don't know how to end this episode. I forgot what Sam says at the end.
And that's that on that. That's all, folks.
Okay, but yeah, so links.animesummit.net, and thanks for listening, and this has been the Anime Summit podcast.